guys, and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build. If you're new to the channel, hey, how's it going? My name is Jen, thank you for stopping in, and if you enjoy yourself while you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go, because every time you do, a sim gets their plumb bob. For today's video, we are going to be diving into the world of A-frame houses. I don't think I've ever built an A-frame house in general, let alone on camera, so this is definitely a first for the channel. And like the name of the house up in the top left hand kind of insinuates, I did this house because of my honey. So what happened was, he's really into metal detecting, and most of the time he just does it on land, but every once in a while he likes to get into different rivers, and he's got like the scuba setup and everything so he can like dive down and metal detect in water as well. But when he goes and does that, I have to go with him because we need to have somebody keep a lookout for gators, because we live in Florida and the gators will come at you if you're not paying attention. So the other day he wanted to go do this, but he needed me to go with him because he needs somebody to keep an eye out to make sure he is safe. And I had just started a mini vacation, so I was not the most excited to immediately have to go do something. But I told him, if you want me to go with you, then later on when I want to build a Sims house, you have to help me build it because I'm helping you with your hobby, so you have to help me with mine. And upon hearing the terms of the arrangement, he actually agreed, which, just as a side note, if my honey is watching this video later, I would have gone anyway, so haha, joke's on you. But when we got home and I got my laptop open later and started building a house, I was just kind of like, all right, babe, time to cash in the other side of this arrangement. You have to help me build the house. And wouldn't you know it, his enthusiasm was nowhere near up to par with the enthusiasm I had while watching for the gators, and I got very minimal out of him for the build, but he did actually choose it to be an A-frame. And because we always keep it 100 on this channel, I'm going to be honest with you guys and tell you, this actually wasn't his first idea for the video. He originally told me that he wanted me to do a trailer home for the speed build, but I had just been working on footage of doing a trailer home that I hadn't put on YouTube yet, so I just wasn't really into that idea. I was just kind of like, ugh, I just did this, can we please come up with something different? And the A-frame was actually his second choice. But once he had given me the suggestion of the A-frame and I agreed to building it, it appeared that our collaboration terms had dissolved because he then went to playing his video games and I was free to build the house however I wanted to build it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I think of A-frame houses, a lot of the times I kind of get like a fairy tale vibe. There's just something about whenever I've seen them, I never see them in big like city areas. At least in my experience, they always seem to be built kind of like off in the middle of nowhere. They'll always be surrounded by lots of trees and like nature. So something about them just always makes me think of like fairy tales. I feel like I've also only ever really seen them built out of wood siding, and I think that like natural elements in the house plus the surrounding, it's just, for whatever reason, I always get fairy tale vibes. So I knew going into this build that I wanted to kind of give a nod to the nature element of how A-frames make me feel, which is why in the front and the back of the house you are going to see a ton of plants in the final screenshots, as well as the fact that I do give them that cool like gardening area underneath the roof, which we'll talk more about later. But if you've been with my channel for any sort of time, you're going to know I am a modern girl. I am a modern girl living in a lots of other style worlds, but I always try to bring it back to modern because I love modern. So I also had to somehow make this A-frame house as modern as I could, which personally I think I nailed it, but I still wanted to walk that line of still showing the love of nature with the love of modern. And I think I've been doing this with a lot of my builds lately, so I hope you guys aren't getting like bored of it yet. If you are, let me know so in the comments down below so I know to start mixing up the styles a little bit more. But also, if you're not and you're loving it, let me know that down in the comments too, so I can just kind of get a vibe for how you guys are feeling about the way I've been designing lately. And if you guys happen to want this house in your game, it is available in the gallery right now. There is no CC, so you don't have to worry about anything there. And if you're not following me in the gallery, I would recommend doing so. I have decided that moving forward, I'm gonna post my houses to the gallery as as soon as they're done, not as soon as the YouTube videos are up. So if you're following me there, you're gonna get sneak peeks every single time of what's coming on this channel. And if you have any concerns about the house, I will just let you know the garden to the left of the house underneath the roof is fully functioning, as well as the loft that is above the kitchen space in the dining area. There are a few differences from what you're seeing in the initial build and the screenshots, but just know everything in this house works. The garden works, the loft works. You can download this house and play it to its full extent. Everything works the way it's supposed to. It's a really, really cool house. I actually really, really, really like this one a lot. Alright guys, we are almost out of footage, which means you know where this is going. It is time to wrap this bad boy up. If you enjoyed today's video, but you still haven't done so, don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you go. They are always appreciated and help guide the channel. If you have made it this far and you still haven't hit that subscribe button, I would totally do so. Other than that, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and that you make it back here for the next one. Alright y'all, take it easy.